let me know that I have permission to do this for 8 hours from YouTube. So if we want, we can go for 8 hours. But
Oh, and you can post an 8-hour video.
I assume, I think, yeah, I think it captures it and then keeps it live. Right
Whatever.
now, we got nothing. I'll say hello though, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna share out this. I'm still learning the Hangout system.
If I just post the link that's in my
Uh,
browser right now, will that?
nope, can't understand a word of what you just said. You just computered
No.
out on me.
What?
There we go. Now you're back.
Man, I'm running like 80 Mbps right now, and I don't know what's going on with Time Warner.
I don't know if it's Time Warner or if it's just the Hangout system. It's not great.
Whatever.
I'm gonna say, oh yeah, you guys can come chat too.
Do you like Tyler's tree?
I mean, like, yeah. Oh, she drew it. Yeah, I'm much more on board with it. I'm not a fan of foliage. I think it
No.
kind of interferes with. I think it interferes with what I've got going on. I like a nice view of a building. You know?
You want to just see buildings, just shades of
Yeah.
gray?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of edifices. I want
Really?
something just like, yeah, windows,
Ugh.
reflections. Andre
Graveyards.
from Graveyards. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anything gray and concrete, especially
Right.
anything inscribed. Names, poems, all that fun stuff. We get our first question from Andre. And I'll be honest, Andre, it's not a question. Hello.
Hello.
We
This is
have
the
a,
Brazilian dude, right? This guy from
yeah,
Brazil?
this
Hell
is.
yeah.
I want to do some follow-ups from last week. I want to see
I want my
what you want. What?
I want my picture. I want my
Oh yeah, I want that picture of you, which I think that was actually drawn. I also want what was that other thing that was supposed to happen? Oh, I want to address what the name of the the YouTube channel viewers are.
That
Because
should probably be done too.
I know because while the Forever it's one, I can't call us the Forever. So let's start out with that. Oh, okay. First of all, John Galley says gay title. Nothing gay about Rossin around. If I was saying just Rossin salad, that, sir, is a homo. Oh, actually, no. That could be done. It could be done in many things. Many ways that is incorrect. But hey, guys, I guess we're live right now, and we should start. And we should just start going into it. We got a question
Can
from.
you?
Yeah,
Nadia says, "Can you?"
I can't even.
I can't either.
I can't either. We had a lot
I
of stuff.
think maybe someday you could though.
Well, once. If I could, I would once, but for
Right.
now I can't.
Right.
I think, there's a lot of hypotheticals that are going into that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Question from Peter Hayes, who says, "Are there any shades of gray you prefer? Or is there a specific number of grays that I like?" I mean, I'd say somewhere under 100 for sure, because anything over 100 would be too much. Too many
Right.
grays.
Nice even
Uh,
number.
Yeah, but nothing too few because then it's just like why have more than one? So it's either going to be one or maybe around like 49, 51, somewhere in those range. You know what? Let's split it. We'll hit the median. We'll call it we'll call it we'll call it 50. How's that work? 50 Shades of Gray. I'm going to write a book about it. Um, Here we go. This is from Andre again. Says, "Yep, I'm the guy from BR, which is I guess Brazil. Is that what that is? Is BR
The
Brazil?"
BR. The old BR.
And did I know that the title reminds him of a Netflix series? I don't. Is it Rossing Over? Rossing Over would be. I mean, like you could make a lot of Ross puns with names, but it all involves the word cross
Yeah.
or Rossed out, maybe gross. I don't know. What
Or
are there any good?
who's the Ross?
There we go. I'm the Ross.
Who's the
That's
Ross?
me. That's me. So we got some people calling in. Oh, hey, Josh just joined us. Wonderful.
Are you live yet?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Hello, hey Josh.
Yep. All right. So we kind of just wanted to hop back on here and do another live stream because it was so much fun last week, and we're just gonna play around with you guys a little bit. I guess we'll talk about some of the stuff that happened this week. Just kind of recap the news. If there's anything like for those of you that are dialing in or joining the hangout and want to be on camera, I want to hear something that happened this week in the world that you have an opinion about, and we can kind of discuss it and figure out what's going on. Someone just dropped out of the chat after that. But yeah, I
Yeah,
want to know what's going
no
on. I
way.
mean, like we had a lot. I don't know if anyone here is from Scotland, but I learned a lot about the Scotland independence vote, which didn't go through. Uh, like a lot of stuff is going on in the NFL. If anyone cares about that, with Roger Goodell, and the spousal abuse that happened with Ray Rice. A lot of stuff that's going on in the news this week, and I don't know all of it, so I would like to form an opinion. And of course, I'm joined by Chris Courageous, uh,
Hello,
the mighty Chris. I'm trying to think of like
mighty.
what can I think of? The crisscross.
What
And
did you call it before? The man, the myth, the maybe?
no, the man, the myth, the mighty Morphin Power Ranger, Chris Courageous
Hi.
is joining
I'm not
us.
going to be turning into anything.
It's because you're not being challenged. We need some bad Japanese interaction. All right, so I want to jump over to Jesse. Let's go jump in Jesse. Jesse, you can go ahead and unmute yourself, and
We're going to jump into Jesse.
we're gonna jump in, jam in Jesse Jingle Balls. Jump in, jam in Jesse Jingle Balls. You with us? Nope, and he's gone.
He's gone.
That was really easy. All right, let's try for
Philip's waving.
Philip.
Philip's waving
Yeah,
at the camera.
Philip. I tweeted out the link. Philip, you there? And you have to unmute yourself.
I think so,
There
yeah.
we go. There he is. Philip, how you doing?
Good, yourself?
We're doing great. Frankly, we're doing better than we've ever been before. Chris, why don't you tell them why you're doing better than you've ever been before?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Personally?
Yeah.
So many reasons. One involves this awesome seahorse.
I mean, you've been wanting that for some time.
Fuck, dude, that's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, man. It's way awesome. And guess where I got it?
You got it in the Cave of Treasures from Aladdin.
Thrift shop.
You got it from Ross. Do you love it? Do you love it?
I got it at Ross.
I love it.
Oh, that's right. Damn it.
Ross. It's okay. It was a commercial from the 90s.
I know all of those, though. I grew up on a television. Television raised me.
That's like the old lady who lived in a shoe, but
Yep.
it's the Chris Courageous who lived in a
Yeah,
television.
there was a young child who was raised by a TV.
There were many. There were very many. Philip, how's your week been going, man? Is there anything that you saw that bothers you or that excites you?
Well, we could talk about the NFL if you really want.
Let's
really-
dive in a little bit. I
Okay.
want to try and open up real quick. I just want to actually answer this just so people that are watching can kind of understand how they can participate. So Andre wants to know how to participate. I tweeted out the link to this Hangout. It can only hold 8 people at a time, so not everybody will be able to get in. But if you want to join in, we'll unmute you and introduce you, and then you'll be able to participate. So really quick, we're going to visit with someone. Hold on real quick. Let's invite Philip. I want to get into this, but first I'm being looked at by Matt. You want to say hi to everyone, Matt? This is Matt. He's behind. Well, you got to get in here. You really got to want it. You really got to want it. Here we go. There he goes. So this is Matt. Matt is our cameraman for the new show. He's the one that actually holds the camera during those walk and talk intros.
Okay.
Now he's just sitting and hanging out. Yeah.
I really am going to bother the crap out of you.
You need to take that painting?
Can I take the
Yeah,
picture?
please grab it. You guys, we're going to have a little bit. Can you replace it with that animalist poster so it's not boring behind me? I'm okay with an animalist poster behind me. This is called cross promotion and being flexible. All right. So, Philip,
Yeah.
if you could do this without being distracted.
It's really hard, though.
So I mean, like, let's fill everybody in real quick on what happened with the NFL. There was a few things that kind of broke that were new this week, which was Adrian Peterson, in addition to one of the most popular running backs in the league, was actually being put on trial for child abuse because his kid was found to have lacerations. And correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, but either way, like, it was a big issue. And then he only got suspended for like 1 game, and he got arrested. And then there was this whole big issue about how you can hit a woman and you get expelled from the league or suspended indefinitely. But if you
But
beat a kid,
you lacerate one pesky kid.
then you're back on the field in 2 days.
Mhm.
And then there's been a lot in the NFL this week. But I want to hear from you. What was your big takeaway?
The big takeaway is Roger Goodell is now doing more and he should have done more to begin with. Going into like Ray Rice, 2-game suspension for beating up your fiance in an elevator, clearly dragging her out of the elevator. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like
Who else-
we
who
did
else
an
could have done this
episode
to her?
about this where
Right.
Ray Rice, there was a video where he punched his wife or his fiance at the time in the face, knocked her out cold. We didn't show the
Right.
footage; it's graphic footage. If you guys want to see the footage, it's on TMZ.
Right.
But Roger Goodell, who's the commissioner of the NFL, and everything has kind of fallen on him because he denied ever seeing the tape. So I think that this is a bigger discussion of accountability.
Mm-hmm.
Why are people? I mean, like this is a big frustration. Like if your sister or something steals something from you, and they'll deny it, and maybe they won't get in trouble, but once you see it, it becomes like more of a real crime. You get more upset about it, and people, when they're put on the spot, they tend to be a lot more honest about things.
Right.
Which is like that's so frustrating because it's like, oh, now you're reacting. Now that we're calling you out on it and we know the truth, you're reacting. But do you let someone stay in power after they've lied to you like that?
I would say no, and if anyone wants to vote for me to be new commissioner of the NFL, I'm not going to stop you.
Only if you load up the 49ers with some sweet players.
That's an incentive. I'll do that if you vote for me.
Yeah.
He apologized, though, didn't he? He apologized today. Right?
But so what?
My bad.
What are apologies? Apologies are nothing if you don't find like some kind of a corrective action. And I'm always reminded of I mean, this is more about speaking ill of someone, but there's this old tale about a man who comes or spreads lies about this old sage, and then asks forgiveness to the old sage, and the old sage says, I want you to go take a feather pillow, rip it open, and just shake it out in the wind, and then come back to me. And so the guy goes, okay, like great, I want to be forgiven. So he rips open the pillow and shakes the feathers, and the feathers go flying everywhere. And then he goes back to the sage, and he says, okay, like now I've done that, now what? And he goes, now I want you to go collect every single one of those feathers back. And like it's just like a metaphor that like once you've said something and it's out there, like you can't undo the damage that's been done.
Right.
So what's an apology? If really, do we trust that someone won't do something again? Isn't that like the big thing? Like, do we trust that someone won't do something again? Do you trust the commissioner of the NFL?
This happens all the time.
Right.
It's just like it's insane.
Yeah, and this is just like it's one of those things where it's like the money's greasing the pockets. And like I wanted to do something with this, but I don't know who our sponsors are for Discovery as a whole, which is like a very interesting thing. But someone did it with CoverGirl, where they took the photo of like the NFL campaign and they put a big old black eye on it and it said "Get your game face on." Once you start scaring away the advertisers, then the owners start acting on it, and then they say you need to step down, and because all they care about is money. This whole stupid world is run on money.
Right, and you see all the NFL commercials are all about beer. Anheuser-Busch is threatening to pull away. It's like, we're not satisfied with what you're doing.
But their drinkers are like, I mean, like Anheuser-Busch drinkers don't lead to domestic abuse. Good luck convincing me of that.
God.
That's absurd. Well, Phil, I want to make sure that we're able to get a lot of people in here. Thank you so much for calling in, and you're about to be lovingly ejected. Say you get a last phrase. What's the phrase that you want to depart with?
Banana hammock.
Banana hammock, indeed.
Nice.
All right. So I like this. This feels fun. This feels good. What do you think, Chris?
I like it.
All right.
Bruce?
Let's.
What do you think, Bruce?
Yeah, have Bruce weigh in a little bit.
He's good.
Let's answer just in between. We'll answer a few of these questions. Someone wants to know: have you ever visited Detroit? I have. I was on a reality show that was presented by Ford, and we had to go to
Detroit.
Alive. And I did, right? No, nothing exploded. You mean I made it out of Detroit alive?
Detroit alive, yeah.
I wasn't shot. But yeah, Detroit was very rainy when I was there, and I bought a house for a nickel. No, I didn't. But Chris, have you ever been to Detroit?
No.
Solid. Good answer. All right.
I would love to visit Detroit. I'm afraid of it, though. I feel like there's a lot of crime there. I feel like there's an inordinate amount, and I hear a lot of bad things.
Well, that's where all the publicity comes from. All the
Yeah,
press.
I guess so. I mean, I'm assuming that. You know,
Chris,
this is,
I'm going to ask you one favor, if this is possible. Can you tilt your camera down just a little bit?
oh man, I wish I could. How about if I scoot back here?
That might work a little bit. I'm a frame whore, and I just want to make sure that you are open to that frame and just really
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
It's a PC, so I can't
Tilt
tilt it.
put a telephone book under your butt.
Okay.
Can we put you in a high chair?
I need to get a high chair.
Yeah, can we get you a bib and a high chair? We are here with the world's largest baby.
Yeah.
And counterpoint? Okay. Very well said. All right. So let's open up with David. David, we're about to put you in the broadcast. David, if you could unmute yourself and introduce yourself to the 33 people watching.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, awesome. I'm David. I'm currently at Emerson College in Boston.
Great. What's your social security number?
Please, it's a big school. No one can find me.
Okay.
Anyway, I am an absolute big fan of yours. I loved it when you were on SourceFed, and
Thank you.
now you have your own. Now you have your own little project. And earlier today, I just saw the what was it? The marijuana roller video that you did.
The blunt roller interviews. That's my favorite episode that we've ever done. Chris,
I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved it. Make more of those. They're great.
I want to. I mean, we can't do more marijuana interviews, but I like doing that kind of interaction stuff. That was really fun, and that took us a long time to get up. That video didn't go up until 8:30, and I need to give out some props to our editor Braith, who stayed here way past when he was supposed to, and not only made one video, but actually made 6 videos. So that was really awesome of him. And if you guys want to see, actually, is it up yet? There's one interview that we didn't even fit in there, and we're hiding it somewhere. It is a secret video. It's hidden somewhere on the YouTube channel. It's an unlisted video. And if you guys want to go find it, it's Trace Dominguez's blunt roller interview. So that's hidden out there. David, what's going on in the world this week that you have an opinion about?
Nothing that really. I don't know. I can't really think of it at the top of my head now.
I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah.
What's happened in your life? What's something exciting that you did this week?
I had class. I just got told by one of my teachers from my high school that since they heard such good things about me writing and everything, they want me to write the school play for the school year.
Hey, you're so good at what you do. Will you come back and do it for free?
As long as it works, as long as I get my name out there. I mean,
okay, that's good news.
That's a really good way to look at that too. Yeah, that's awesome. What are you gonna write about? Can we
well,
help you brainstorm?
They thought of the major ideas of the show. They thought of the plot, and I just do the characters and the everything else. All they knew is the scenario. And I'm having so much fun with it. I hope they do a good job, and hopefully I'll be able to see it when they perform it.
I have a great idea if you want to write a play, and it's about these 4 guys, right? And these 4 guys are all in college, and they're all kind of past their degrees or whatever, and they're using the college facilities for their studies. They get kicked out. They get kicked out of the college, right? And they're like, hey, we're really into studying these ghosts. What if we
what were they studying in college?
They were studying paranormal stuff.
Okay, that's much more. It's not like, oh man, our physics degrees are shot. How about ghosts?
So then they figure out a way to trap and contain ghosts and start a business in New York and become very successful.
It's a prequel.
Very familiar. I think they're already doing that with an all-female cast.
Are they really making Ghostbusters with an all-female cast?
Well, I'm pretty sure they will now they have Bill Murray's approval.
Bill Murray said that he wanted Kristen Wiig, Megan McCarthy, basically the Bridesmaids cast to be the new Ghostbusters.
The Bridesmaids cast plus Emma Stone.
Which is weird. That's a weird one to throw in there. What's up with older men and Emma Stone? Can we talk about that for a second?
I would like the Bridesmaids cast plus Helen Mirren.
Ooh. I would like Helen Mirren and Helen Mirren and Helen Mirren in kind of like an Eddie
Oh,
Murphy
she
style
could like Nutty
Ghostbusters.
Professor, the
Yeah,
Ghostbusters,
I just want all Helen Mirren cast of the Ghostbusters,
or
directed
like
by.
just British dramatic actresses.
Yeah, I want. You know what it is? It's the Downton Abbey cast.
Oh, I
I
love
want
Downton Abbey.
Dame Judi Dench would make a sick Egon.
Why haven't they done like an older British lady version of the Ghostbusters? I mean,
Imagine the whole Twinkie monologue with Helen Mirren.
Oh, hold on.
Amazing.
If you guys want to see something impressive, Chris, are you ready? You know what I'm going to ask you to do?
What are you going to ask me to do?
For any Ghostbusters fan out there, none of you are bigger than Chris, who can recite Rick Moranis' party monologue from memory. Chris, whenever you're ready, take it away.
Let me see. Oh, dude, I haven't done this in a long time.
You got to do it.
Okay, I'll try to do it to the best of my ability. And somebody's going to be following along. I know it on Google to see if I got it right, and I'm probably not going to. Okay, this is General Salicylic Acid. You can get 600 of these for the price of 300 of the regular. This is Norwegian smoked salmon, $22.95 a pound. I got it at $14.95 a pound. See, I'm doing this whole thing as a business expense. That's why I invited clients instead of friends. Ted and Annette, everyone, this is Ted and Annette. Ted owns a small plumbing business in Idaho.
That's good. That's
sorry.
So, that's it. That's okay. Everybody, please.
Yes.
Even you at home, I want you.
Do you want to come over for a soda or some mineral water? I always have lots of low sodium mineral water.
That's just
any
great.
kind of improv dialogue at a party done in Rick Moranis' voice, I think, is a seller.
That was all improvised.
No,
He
yeah.
improvised the whole thing.
He's a smart man. I mean, like, he's a talented guy. He's one of the original Second City guys, isn't he? Or
Yeah.
SCTV.
SCTV, yes, which was Second City TV.
There you go. All right. Is there anything else that you would like to say, David, before we
well, I just hope the best for you. I just hope that you keep getting more subscribers because you really are worth more than what we have now. You're worth, like, I guess, 3 or 4 million.
I'll take 3 or 4 million. I will take 3 or 4 million in a heartbeat. Yeah. No, I mean, like, and let's, hey, you guys, like, I really feel like everyone, especially the people watching this right now, because these are clearly the people that care to take time off in the middle of their Friday to sit down and watch, are really a part of this show, and I want them to feel like they have some ownership over the show. And, in fact, you guys own as much of the show as I do. I'm just the face on it, and I'm trying to really create a community here. And it's something that no one here has done before. I mean, like, if you look at all the shows that are produced out of here, it's D-News, it's Animalist, and it's all very like news oriented and very topic based. Whereas this show, I want to be more about the people interacting with it. Hence these hangouts. Like just trying to talk to the people, get the feel, incorporate you guys into this as much as possible. So I'm really looking to you guys to help this grow. If you want it to grow, if you want it to get bigger, if you want, and honestly, let me tell you the benefits of it getting bigger. We get bigger budgets. We get more studio space. We get more people working on the show. Like, for example, we were able to get Chris on. And while Chris has many, many roles, Chris helps me every day. I run my jokes by him. He pitches jokes with me. We write all of this stuff together. But it's honestly just the two of us. And I'm always stealing Chris from the job that he has to do. So thank you guys for caring and watching and wanting to be involved and for hanging out in there. So that was a great thing to say. And with that, David, you are lovingly ejected.
Yay!
A rose! A rose for David. A rose for you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you. All right. Let's go ahead and take a few more of these. Someone says, it's 10:30 where I am. I'd still take time out of a lecture to watch a live stream, though. Well, who needs lectures? Those are boring. We're not lecturing. We're conversating. And then someone says, a Torontonian has a question. And I think Torontonian is the most melodic of audience names. What would you call it? Like a name of a person from a place.
Torontonian? A nickname? I don't know.
A person from California is a Californian.
Right.
A person from Israel is an Israeli. A person from Toronto. Yeah, Bostonian, Torontonian. But Torontonian just sounds so musical. So I really like that.
Yeah.
All right.
I would like to call them Torontonio Banderas.
You can't say it unless you have the flamenco guitar. You know. Exactly. All right. So let's go ahead and hop over to Connor. Connor, I'm about to show you in the broadcast. Unmute yourself and introduce yourself, sir. You gotta unmute yourself, sir. There's
You are
so
muted.
when you look at your screen when you're in here, you'll see a little bar right up there, and there's a microphone on one of them. You just click the little line through the microphone. It seems like you've got. Oh no, there you go. Now you're unmuted. Connor, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm just hanging out in this room with very little air conditioning and one oscillating fan. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Oh,
Hi,
no,
fan.
Chris, you're not the oscillating fan.
I just moved to Detroit from Sweden. I actually asked the Detroit question before.
Oh, okay. So you're getting some
Right on.
better FaceTime.
Yeah, I'm all about the FaceTime. I guess I have two
You
questions.
moved from one of the areas of the lowest concentration of crime to
Yeah.
one of the areas of the highest.
The
What
Scandinavian
brought
social healthcare system just wasn't exciting enough for me.
What
Got it.
brings you to Detroit? Not
I'm
knocking
from
Detroit, just
I'm from the
why?
States originally. I was just living over there for a bit. I'm in Detroit. I'm going to business school. Whatever.
In Detroit, do they call it business school?
Pretty much.
That'd be great. So what happened this
Um,
week that you're kind of lit up about in some way, shape, or form?
I guess if you want to talk this week, the Scottish independent vote, how it failed.
Yeah, I mean, well, it didn't pass, so I guess for half the people it failed, for half the people it succeeded.
You made it political.
I did. Well, I watched this thing. I really tried to weigh in and or like form an opinion about it, but I couldn't. I couldn't. I didn't know the real benefit or downfall to either being like independent. Part of it seems like you just want to be separate from the union. And I will say, David Cameron, that's the Prime Minister of the UK,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He's like if an English version of Mitt Romney won the election. Like
Yeah, real-
that's just kind of
yeah.
what it seems like. Uh, but like aside from having a ruler that's a kind of a douchebag, I don't know any of his policies really. I mean, well, why don't you tell me which side you were on?
I mean, it was tough. Part of me, like, the part that had most recently seen Braveheart was obviously for, like, Scottish independence.
I
But
wonder which
it
side Mel
doesn't
Gibson.
really make sense. What?
I wonder which side Mel Gibson was on.
Whatever side wants to persecute the Jews the most.
No, I mean, it was obviously pretty complex, and as an American, I don't really have a horse in the race, so I don't really care. But as long as the Scotch whiskey keeps flowing, everything seems to be okay.
I think if anything, that's all they will have left.
Yeah,
It's just Scotch whiskey.
yeah.
What kind of ties does Sweden have, if any, to Scotland?
I don't know. Like, they're both a member of the EU, but Sweden has its own currency, and that's about it.
Yeah, the biggest argument for staying that I heard is that Scotland would lose the pound, and
So that was a BS argument because there's countries that have the U.S. dollar as the de facto currency. All you have to do is peg your currency to another currency, and then you can use it.
it's
so,
just
like-
it's like linking your accounts.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I want to. It's like it comes up on your phone and it says, "Do you want to link to Twitter?" And you click yes. Do you want to
Yeah.
link your currency to the U.S. dollar? Yes.
Like it's like Bermuda. If you ever go to Bermuda, they have the Bermuda dollar, and it's 1-to-1 ratio to American dollar.
Well, that's easy enough.
Yeah, it's really easy.
Probably do it for the pound as well.
Oh yeah, any country can do that if they want to. It's just you lose certain. I'm like in economics.
Yeah, the
That's
money
what I'm
market
going to.
confuses the hell out of me.
Come on, man. You're a business major.
Any country can do that if they want to. It's just if they do that, they lose certain policy like actions to affect their interest rates. They're like subject to other countries' interest rates.
There were like a billion words in there that I didn't
That's
understand.
also, donym, like a denomnym, is what you're talking about, like a name for people from a place, like a Detroiter or a Californian.
Wait, people from Detroit are called Denonym?
No,
No,
That's the name of the word.
The name of the word we were looking for
okay.
earlier.
Got you. It's
Yeah.
like the denominator. Okay, Denani.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What's the plural of denonym? Denonyms?
I don't know. I just Wikipedia'd it.
That's great. That's
Nice.
cool. Everybody here learned a new word. Everyone go out and get that tattooed on you so you never
Yeah,
forget it.
please do.
Yeah.
Send photos.
Another good one is Michiganders. People from Michigan are
If it's good for the
Michiganders.
Michigoose.
It's good. It's great for the Michigander. It's better for the Michigander.
What was the reality TV show you were out here for Ford for?
I was on a show called Escape Routes, and it was a Ford version of The Amazing Race, produced by the same people that make The Amazing Race. And it was me and Brett the intern, and they've deleted every hint that this show ever existed because it was such a huge failure for NBC.
Did they really?
They
You
did.
guys won bikes.
No,
Was it
we
when
did.
Ford launched like the Focus, the last Focus?
Well, you kind of like they did a Focus rally. It was a web show before, and I think it did well enough on the web that like they picked it up for television. And it was called Escape Routes, and we all drove Ford Escapes. And it was just like
That's hilarious.
it was so heavy-handed with commercialism, and it's like they didn't want to let the car talk for themselves. So we had a host named Rossi Moriali, and just like everything he said was just laden with product placement. It was like, teams. Today, you guys are going in the I think it was 2013. In the 2013 Ford Escape with the underkick and the high-flying headlights. And it was just like, come on, man, just tell us where we're going today already.
You guys did so much cool stuff, though. You flew a jet.
I did fly a jet.
Skylined across the Mandalay Bay or whatever.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
I did a zip line across the Vegas Strip. There was cool stuff that happened in it. And to be honest, the car wasn't bad. Like, if you win, you either get the car or the money, like the cash value of the car. And I think if we won, I probably would have taken the car. So, I mean, like, that's about as good as I can say. Hey, Ford, sponsor my new show.
I have a question about that. Part of the reason I came back to the States was to help my friend with his YouTube channel. I wanted to know if you had any advice for a YouTube channel trying to break out and get a sponsor.
Oh, boy. The sponsors go where numbers are, unless you are just like super adamant about like taking a small company and like adopting their product first and then asking about it, like tweeting it at them, and they'll be like, oh, like this is cool, maybe we'll support that. But brands aren't 100% savvy about it yet, and you might alienate your viewers if you do too much product placement or too much stuff about a product. But like if he wanted to do like an alcohol sponsor. And he just like was always drinking a certain type of whiskey, and like he was like really nonchalantly being like just drinking some Dewar's, kicking back type of thing, and that was his way to do it. And tweeting it at Dewar's. That's the only way I could think of. Like
I feel like that question too is kind of like I'm walking into a dojo. How do I fight 50 guys at once?
Yeah,
I think
well,
just
that's
like
a great question. How do you
one
fight
step
50
at a
guys
time.
at once, Chris?
Huh?
How do you fight 50 guys at once?
You use a technique called stacking.
Wait, is this for real?
Yeah, that's for real. I took Krav Maga, dude.
And you stack them on top of each other? That's
Stacking your opponent is using your opponent kind of as a human shield while still doing damage to them and keeping them in front of you, creating a barrier between them and any other attacker.
It's the basis of all Jackie Chan combat.
So have him take a brand and use it against other brands, and have the brands is tell him stacking.
Find the weakest brand.
Yeah, find the weakest brand and convert them. All right, so is there anything that you want to say to the audience before we lovingly eject you?
No. Sometimes I feel like you're leading a fight club, and everyone's name is Robert Paulson, but that's about it.
My name is Robert Paulson. Wait, hold on. Is that a good thing?
I don't know. I wanted to ask you about that. How do you feel trying to lead a community? And what's the end goal of this community?
I think that's a really good question. I don't think of myself as the sole leader of it. I view people like Rhino Balls as leaders in this as well. Servatorix, the people that participate, that call in, are all leaders of this community as well. And why am I doing this? I'm doing it because the world is a shitty place, and we need to laugh, and we need to be playful about it. Otherwise, it's going to eat us alive. And I want a community full of like-minded people so that when we get down about shit, when we are so frustrated with the world and the lack of change in it, we can come somewhere and laugh about it. And that's why I'm doing this. And I think that's why people are here. I mean, if you're not here unless you like to laugh, because
Cool.
that's what we're really going for.
Are you gonna do these hangouts on Fridays from now on?
We're figuring it out. I don't want to say, oh, it's Friday, because to be honest, we'll go where the most people can come. I know it's hard to do middle of the day Friday. Maybe end of the day Thursday would be a good time to do it. We're just going to keep trying it out and seeing what kind of works best. But I want to try and do one of them a week for sure.
Cool.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, Connor. My name is Robert Paulson.
Rose.
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 Connor gets a rose.
Everyone gets a rose today.
All right, here we go. Someone says, all you need to know about David, I'll say Peter Hayes. Peter Hayes has been in here a lot. Most of these questions are from Peter Hayes in the Q&A. So he says, all you need to know about David Cameron is that he forgot his daughter in a pub and only realized it halfway home.
Oh, man.
That's hysterical. That's hysterical.
Whoops.
What did I forget? What's not crying and nagging?
Did I leave my card at the bar?
Where is he at?
Where's my card there? I
I'll
left
get it
something
tomorrow.
there. Yeah. I forget to leave a tip? Ah. There's something.
He's not the kind of guy that would be that concerned about forgetting a tip.
No.
Here, we got the Scottish pound to British pound was 1-to-1. I mean, I guess it still is, unless British as a penalty was like, okay, now your money's worth less. That's what you get. That's what you get for trying to leave. Out of here. 1-to-1.
Do I have a name?
We have a.
Try to read.
Okay, I'm gonna try and read a name real quick.
Scotland. Or Iceland.
Iceland. We've got Gul Harfenfok. That can't be right.
Where?
So there's someone that commented on the YouTube channel named Gul Harfenfok. I tried the Harfenfok once.
Was it Gokman Gundog?
Gokman Gundog. No, it wasn't. That's a great name for a video game, though. Or a
Gokman Gundog. Hell yeah.
Running
Gundog is
in
just the
Gundog.
world's best last name.
Yeah. It's also a crime that Michael Vick committed. All right, Andre, you are welcome to the video call. If you could unmute yourself, sir.
Hi.
Hey, this is
the
our
Brazilian bomber.
friend. Let's not call him that. People might be watching.
I mean,
What? How are you, sir?
I'm quite tired actually.
What time is it?
It's early.
It's earlier.
7 o'clock.
Oh, at night?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, that's great. What's something that happened this week that lit you up in any way, shape, or form?
I'm sorry.
Oh, was there something that happened in the world this week that you have an opinion about?
This week was quite complicated. I just completed my master's degree and I entered at my PhD, and so I was just thinking about it the whole week long.
You know, higher education is something that's super interesting because I think a lot of people, and I'm not saying that you do this, but go into it because they don't know what else to do in their lives. I know some people are really good at school, right? Like I've never been good at school, but there are some people that are just like they get it. It's how their brain works. They're really good at it, and they're afraid to like go out into the real world and pursue any kind of like thing without a safety net because school has a structure. It's provided. There are always people above you telling you kind of what to do, guiding you, directing you. Did you feel like you really needed your are you happy that you've accomplished your master's degree, your PhD?
Yes, I'm quite happy that I got my master's. In my area of studies, which is human genetics, it's very hard to get a job without a PhD.
That makes more sense, yeah. But I mean, like literature. But human genetics? You study human genetics?
Yes.
Can you do something about my metabolism? Because it's really bad.
I think we can study it. There
Oh.
are some genes that might enlighten it.
Let me know when there's like a shot.
Not even a needle shot. He wants an actual liquid shot that he could take in between tequila.
I now realize in saying this that it's not my metabolism, it's my lack of effort to do anything physical.
Is there anything that you could do for his lack of effort to do anything physical?
Uh,
Make video games less entertaining.
Yeah, can you do that as a
Is that a
genetic?
science?
uh,
Make
I don't think
food
so.
and beer less delicious.
I'm sorry?
I don't think so. Although I also have a degree. I'm sorry for my English.
Hey, don't worry. I'm sorry for mine.
It's okay.
So I also have a degree in informatics because I'm working by informatics. But I don't think I can do much about video games. This is not my area of studies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's see if we can get a doctor in video games to call in at one point.
Can you make bacon mac and cheese less fattening?
Or can you just make bacon mac and cheese? Because that sounds real good right now.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We got some bacon mac and cheese on the way. Andre, is there anything that you want to say to the audience before we lovingly eject you?
No, I'm actually very happy with the show. I would like to say to you that you're a very funny guy, and I follow you since SourceFed. Hope you keep the good job.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying hard, and thank you for watching and being a part of the community. That's, the biggest and best part. So, with that, lovingly ejected.
A rose.
A rose for Andre.
A Brazilian rose.
Real quick, you guys, just to show you why this is a community and how this is a community, I want to bring in Glitch Kitten, who it's her birthday today. So I want everyone to say happy birthday. You could tweet it at her at glitch_kitten, K-I-T-T-E-N. Today, she is the ripe old age of and she doesn't look a day over. So it's really quite special to have her on. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
She might be muted. Are you
Unmute
muted? Oh, she
yourself.
just unmuted herself.
Unmute and mute and
And
mute.
mute and mute and unmute and mute. Are you there?
Her microphone may not be on.
Her microphone may not be on. Well, anyway, I promise you she exists.
She's there. I can see her. She's kibitzing with the
Oh, you
headset.
could actually. I can't even see her camera.
I can.
Can you see her camera?
Now she's talking.
Looks like she's trying. Chris has a better view of this stuff than I do, and she's trying really hard. I'm not gonna eject you, but I am gonna hide you. We'll come back from you, but it is your birthday, so we'll come back when she gets that figured out. Let's handle this here. This is from Bunny Happy Joy Joy. Bunny Happy Joy Joy. Bunny Happy Joy Joy. That might be an older reference than
I told you I'd shoot, but you didn't believe me.
Is that from Ren and Stimpy too?
Yeah, that's from that song. It's from Happy Happy Joy Joy.
There's a part of that song where someone yells.
Yeah, he's like, I'll teach you to be happy.
Oh.
You're a little cuter than nature. And then he just starts screaming. He's like, I told you I'd shoot, but you didn't believe me. Why didn't you believe me?
Chris, you might not need a microphone, man. We should have asked Andre about how you're genetically engineered to be the loudest guy in the room.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think it's because my dad. My dad is really loud.
Then that can be taken down.
It just rubbed off on me. Me and my dad get kicked out a lot of sporting events together.
Yeah, but that's because you guys are throwing fists.
Oh, it's happened before.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hey, check this out real quick.
Okay, and then we'll answer this question.
I got eaten by 1,000,000 mosquitoes this week.
That looks rough. Did that happen in your house, or did that happen
outside?
Why were you doing that?
Why was I outside?
Yeah.
I don't know. The mosquitoes were just helping themselves to this delicious Mediterranean buffet.
I hear you're supposed to, if you eat a lot of bananas, they actually find you more delicious. So avoiding bananas. Yeah. Also, if you're constipated, avoid bananas. That's a freebie.
Okay.
So they said, I'm really impressed with the show. I think this is really giving folks a chance to get to know Ross better. Good luck, guys. So thank you, and Chris better, hopefully. I do have ulterior motives for having Chris on the show. It's because I want you guys to get to know him so that eventually he can start doing stuff on camera on the new show when he's up in town, and that would be super fun.
Yay!
Yeah. Let's check back in with Kat and see if let's see if she's fixed her problems. Kat, can you talk into the microphone for us? She's still muted.
She's still muted. She's there though.
Still very much muted.
She's kind of frozen.
You know what? So her and Trevor are actually, I'm going to hide her. Her and Trevor are husband and wife or fiancés or something like that. Either way, they live together in the eyes of the Lord. And so I'm unmuting Trevor. Trevor,
How's that? Is that working?
that's
That's
working.
work.
Is she with you
Yeah.
right now?
Cat, come over here.
Yeah, they're in the same house in
Oh,
different
they're in
rooms.
there.
Yeah. So we could say happy birthday to Kat. And well, we already said it. Now we can hear her say thank you, which is really the point of saying happy birthday to someone. It's all about me. Kat, are you here?
Yeah, her computer's restarting right now.
Oh, okay. Just have her come over to you. Just tolerate your wife. Be in the same room as her for like a split second. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
How old are
very,
you
very
today?
much. I am 30 years old today.
Not a day over 25.
That's very
So, Kat, for your birthday, we will let you rename one state. Oh, you're Canadian. We will let you rename one province.
Province.
We will, no. We're going to let you rename Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah.
Okay. I guess if I'm going to rename Providence, Rhode Island, I would like to rename it to Foxtrot because that's a really neat looking dance. So
Foxtrot, Rhode Island.
that's right.
It's the military
Providence
code for
no more.
F.
I think there's also a place called Foxtrot, but now it'll just get confusing. It'll be awesome. People are going to be all over Foxtrot, Rhode Island for your birthday. And might I add, I have no power over the people of Rhode Island. Colorado, sure, but Rhode Island, I'm no good. Is there something that happened this week that you have an opinion about?
I'm trying to actually think. This week's kind of been a bit of a blur.
Birthday week?
Birthday week, yeah. So it's been going between work and then because it's starting to get cooler in Canada, I've started making hats and stuff for people. So that's pretty much what I've been doing.
Well, toques.
Toques, yeah.
Up there in Canada.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should use the proper name for them or not because.
I just recently learned what a toque was within the past 6 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to become more worldly in my hats.
More Canadian.
I'll have to make you one with a pom pom. Like
where in Canada are you from?
Ontario.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And what's your social security number?
Let me just.
They have those in Canada too, right? Is that a worldwide thing?
It's instead of
Probably
social
not.
security, it's social insurance. So it's a SIN number.
Oh yeah. He's got his social insurance up there.
Oh yeah, you know,
yeah.
that guy up there, he's got his social insurance number, and
Thank
you know, he's
Ole
pretty
for calling into Mountain Talk. I just want
yeah.
to Boston a little bit. I can't hold one accent for more than a period of time. Well, we have about 10 minutes left that we can keep doing this, but I wanted to make sure that we got you on here and said happy birthday, and that everyone tweets at glitch_kitten, spelled exactly the right way, and just says happy birthday from the new crew, or whatever we're calling ourselves. Actually, now's a good time to bring this up. So thank you. I'm gonna what's one thing that you guys want to say before I lovingly eject you?
I'm so happy to see how successful the new show has been. I wish you all the best. It's been really awesome being with you. Well, since you even started at SourceFed, but the entire way along, you've done an excellent job, and you've inspired so many people, and I'm very proud, and he's very proud. So.
Mom, Dad, stop.
Thank
you. Thank you, guys. Trevor just wants to get me drunk. That's been
just one.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, because honestly, like, all this stuff wouldn't be possible without the people that watch it and participate. More than watch it, participate. Participation is the big thing.
Well, thank you for the birthday wishes, too. It's very, very much appreciated.
Well, good. I'm glad.
And a birthday rose!
And a birthday rose and a loving eject has been ejected. There we go. So let's talk now about the name. So we put up a straw poll on the Facebook page that said, hey, here are some options for the name. But it turns out we didn't have A, as many options as people were suggesting, and B, the one that won was the Foreverites, which, as funny as that is, I don't want to go with, and I'll let you know why. It's because I think that as a community, everyone should be able to be a part of it. including me. I want to be a part of it, and I can't be a forever without being a self-centered douchebag. So I would like something that we can all be, all inclusive, because I don't want this to be seen as a leader or something revolving around a single person. I want it to be kind of more around the general idea of, like I said, like levity and comedy and humor and using like the word new show or something like that. So I don't entirely know what it's going to be yet, but once we settle on it, I want super all inclusive and something that people are going to be able to identify with. That's not just about me. So I hope you guys understand about that, and I hope the people that came up with the Foreverts get the credit that they deserve, because that's a very funny name and very cute. I can't be one, and I'm selfish, and I want to be one. So let's move on. Let's take a few more of these little side text questions. And here we have. I'm sorry, Peter Haynes. We've gotten so many from you. Rhino Ball says, people who watch the new show. I'm trying to think if we can even shorten that to something not sarcastic. The Puttons? Not even a little bit. But nice try. Nice try. I accidentally clicked on something. What's BR? I don't even know. Oh, BR is Brazil. We already talked about that. All right. Jasmine.
It says something in reference to MMO. I'm going to figure that out. Go ahead, do your thing.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and let you handle that. Some people want to join in on the video question. We're trying to get as many people in there. Someone wants to know, this is a good question to answer, what's your channel about from Team Magic? And I'll tell you what our channel is about. Our channel is about taking the current events, the things that are going on in the world and the internet, just kind of occurring in the world that are not necessarily dumb, but rife for parody. Because there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the world that it's just like, this is so stupid, and if we take it too seriously, we're going to get sad. And it's about community, and it's about comedy. And so we take the stuff that's going on in the world, and we make fun of it. And that's what we do. It's like the Joan Rivers approach to life, because it's like if you can't laugh about it, it's gonna be heavy and it's gonna get sad.
Okay, I got something for BR.
Okay.
Okay, so the first thing it says this is from Urban Dictionary, so whatever. The abbreviation of the word Brazil or Brazilian in online video games, often put at the end of other players' usernames in guilds to denote their home country. 2, a racial slur used to describe people from Brazil in online video games. BRs are often despised due to the large population of them that practice kill stealing, spamming, begging for buffs, and carrying their own language on full shout or on another device that can transport messages across the world.
So there's a problem with Brazilians in online gaming, it sounds like.
They've got a bad rap.
They're inconsiderate. You know what's so funny is that there are stereotypes. We have stereotypes in everyday life, whether it be about Asians being bad drivers, about Jews being cheap, about black people not liking to swim. Any of these stereotypes kind of like exist in our real world. But now online, Brazilians are the ones we're calling out?
Yeah.
Brazilians? Oh yeah, well that was a total Brazilian move. Hey man, hey.
You play Call of Duty like a Brazilian.
Yeah, dude. Hey, not cool, man. My mom's Brazilian, okay, and we've suffered enough. All right.
It's fine, dude. I know a Brazilian. I know.
We got kicked out of so many clans. We got kicked out of our home clan. We had to migrate over to a separate clan. And you know what? They banished us from League of Legends. Okay, dude? This is no laughing matter, all right? My people, you don't know what we've been through. That's our word.
That's so funny.
All right, so let's take one more video call. Let's see. Let's go with Karen. Karen, you can unmute yourself, darling. We're gonna finish the show with you. How you doing? If you can unmute yourself, please do it. Oh, she might not be paying attention.
Karen, can you hear me?
Karen, can you hear me? Karen, can you hear me? All right, Karen. Oh boy, I hate doing this because I know that they waited so long.
Yeah, but
she
still gets a rose.
Oh, give her a rose. Give her a rose. Will ya? All right, Nick, I think Nick's been here for a while. Show and broadcast. Nicholas, can you hear me? Now I'm starting to think it's on me. Nick.
Nick, 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 Nick. Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. All right. There we go. I'm going to hide you from broadcast, Nick. So sorry. Let's go over to Jonathan. Show you on the broadcast, Jonathan. Jonathan's solving a Rubik's Cube, and he unmuted himself.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Jonathan's
Yeah, I was just.
taking the stickers off of a Rubik's Cube, and
This cube actually doesn't have any stickers.
That's all different color cubes?
Yeah, they just use different color. They just use different color pieces of plastic.
All right.
then how are you supposed to solve it if you can't take the stickers off?
A lot of practice.
How fast can you solve a Rubik's Cube, Jonathan?
The fastest I've ever done is like 33 seconds.
33 seconds? All right, we're going to put 33 seconds on the clock.
Okay.
I want you to hold that thing up in front of us.
Hold on, I need to mix it up first.
All right.
Hold on, I'll pull up a timer.
Okay. We all went to go pull up a timer.
Okay. I can't promise that it'll be under 33 seconds, but.
Just do it. Don't promise.
Well,
just do
you
it.
know. All right, ready? Tell me when to start.
Okay. Whenever you guys are ready, you guys can
No,
start.
you start. You
Okay.
said no. Okay.
Ready? Oh, it's going? Okay.
Oh yeah, it's going.
We'll give him an extra 5 seconds.
Don't you let us down.
All right. We're getting close. No, you made a mistake. That'll derail you. You've got about 7 seconds left. Are you close?
Yeah.
3, 2,
Done.
1. Oh!
Oh, you does it! He delivers.
All
He
right.
delivers. Yes.
That's the way to do it. That's great. Jonathan, is there something now that you've impressed us thoroughly? You've won the admiration of everybody. What's something that happened this week that you have an opinion about?
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with the news too much. I just moved this week, so like I've been unpacking and stuff. So,
Where'd you move from? Where'd you move to?
I actually moved from. I'm in California. I'm from the high desert, and I just moved down to Riverside for school. I've been here for a couple of years, but I just moved to a new place.
Shaka, brah.
Is that a high desert reference, or is that a reference to his hair?
That's a reference to like, just Southern Cali, man. Dude,
Okay.
that's where I'm from.
Is the high desert something that I should know what that is?
No.
Okay,
no
good.
one does.
I'm
No one
down
does.
to pretend to know something.
Yeah.
No, it's just a place where people do a lot of drugs.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So I actually just moved as well. I don't know if you guys saw my tirade on Twitter against AT&T, but I went without internet at my new place for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, no internet, and not only that, I got stood up 4 times by technicians who were supposed to come and set up my internet. And every single time, this is what inspired the ISPs. I didn't know what to do with it. I was just like, I'm so livid. I'm so upset. I felt it physically in my body. I was like, I just need to make fun of this somehow. And it made it better. Not to mention that they did fix it, and they did compensate me monetarily. Not for the video. I don't think they've seen the video. But they
made up for it. They made good on it.
Because the only reason why I'm saying that is because I want to bash them, and I bash them so publicly. But I need to give the full account of what happened, and part of it is that they did really reach out and try and get on their game. But the system is broken. I will tell you 100% the internet service provider system in the States is absolutely broken to a point where if you need something done, you can't get a hold of anybody that has any actual real power. It's like all departmentalized rather than organized by case. So instead of one person taking care of your case, they have one person taking care of each little minuscule part of an issue. So you are your own caseworker, but caseworkers have phone numbers. I can't get a hold of the same person more than once. It's insane. So I hope your internet is set up already and you don't have to deal with that.
My roommate took care of that actually.
Oh, good. Yeah, give him the headache.
So yeah.
When I first moved to LA, I got my cable installed by this dude who was drunk already when he got there, and I was like, this guy smells like vodka. Then he left for 4 hours, came back, knocked over my glass case with all my Batman statues in it, and then like reinstalled the cable. It took him 12 hours, and he just smelled like vodka the whole time.
Yeah, that's the worst. Speaking of weird smelling people, not against, well, no, against people that smell weird, because it's correctable, whether it's dietary or hygiene related. There's this thing called casual carpool in the Bay Area where you can pick up someone in the East Bay, get into your car so that you can take the carpool lane, and it's less of a toll going over the bridge. And I did that today, and the person that got into my car smelled so bad, and I think it's because they didn't brush their teeth, and I had to deal with that for about a 25-minute commute.
Oh man, their mouth smelled so bad you smelled it from the other seat.
I smelled it from driver's seat to passenger side seat. Yeah, and I didn't say anything, but I didn't. I just turned up the music and tried to breathe through my mouth.
That's rotten, man. That's rotten.
That's rotten. All right, Jonathan, is there anything else that you would like to say before we end the show?
I don't know if you remember me. I think we actually met at VidCon this past summer. So I've actually been subscribed since like you told me about the show.
Since the room? So were you in the room that we announced it in?
I wasn't in the room, but I was walking the floor and I ran into you, so I asked you for a picture, and then you told me about the new show.
Yes. So that was a busy weekend for me, and I really
I can imagine. Yeah.
Where were we on the floor? Do you remember?
We were in between the Canon booth and the Nerdist booth.
The Canon booth and the Nerdist booth. Okay. Was it right as I was taking a photo at the slow motion thing?
I think maybe. I don't remember really.
Okay.
It's okay if you don't remember. I'm sure it was a busy weekend.
Well, I remember you now. And thank you so much for watching. What?
Never forget.
Yeah, if I ever forget again, Chris has vowed to come and reenact the scene from Silence of the Lambs as Buffalo Bill and skin me and wear me.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be fun to put online.
Yeah, we'll see if we might have to upload it to Vimeo. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for calling in, and I'm gonna eject you real quick. Eject, and then I'm just gonna, you know what? Let's go. A rose. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to. So I'm actually no, I don't want to eject. I want to show everyone in broadcast that's in here right now, so that everyone doesn't feel like they just waited around for nothing. Show everyone in broadcast. These are the waiters. These are the people who are left over. Who I sadly didn't get a chance to say hi to. We've got Rhino Balls, who's very adamant about getting close to that camera with his glasses. We've got Nick. We've got Josh is one of them. I didn't even know that this is that right over here. Hello. And so thank you guys all for calling in. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Ross.
Right now. Sure. Wait, how did you get your name up there? Only over the lower third.
I did it for you guys. I did it for you guys.
Don't make us look bad. That's great. No, that's really funny. That's great. The only one with the lower third. And we've got RTS. I see who doesn't have a camera. We've got Josh, this as a producer, and Ian. Ian, wave to everybody. There he is. That's Ian. And then we've got there we go, artistic. There you go. Wave to everybody. Say goodbye. Say bye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Will you tell everyone to like and subscribe to the channel so that we can grow and tell their friends about it?
Like and subscribe to the new show.
All right.
So you can see funny stuff in the future.
Awesome. And Ian, can you do it with a little heart? Because Rhino Balls is phoning it in. Okay, there's a little heart. Wonderful. Thank you guys so much.
Like and subscribe.
Perfect. That's much better. There's got to be a better way to say that. That doesn't feel so routine. But anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will be back with more episodes on Monday. We've got an episode with Peter Hollins going up. We've got a Friday MA that's going up today. Woof, indeed. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on Monday.